Get in the game with the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Bet on the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, golf, MMA, and more. Every sport, every market, right at your fingertips. Deposit instantly with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, starting at just $10. Win big and cash out fast. PayPal in 24 hours or instantly at retail sportsbooks. Available in over 20 states, FanDuel's app is your ticket to the action. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now.
Yo, we're back with Disco's favorite segment of the show.
Not my favorite segment.
Which now being renamed to the Harry Ruiz segment, which I'm sure makes you happy.
Does it make you happy,
I
Disco?
did not endorse it announcement.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Konnan. It means the world. And was that booze or cheers? I didn't get
Booze.
I think you
I
booed
don't
my
know
comment.
I don't know what happened there.
it. It was just the same person that plays the "She's a Lady" music in the background, right?
Yeah,
That's a good song, by the way.
I know. We should play it soon for whenever Disco interrupts. Konnan, you guys had Worlds Collide out here in Las Vegas. There hasn't been an official review out here, and keeping it 100. Just overall, your point of view of the show, you were commenting. And by the way, I don't know if that's what you were trying to do, but I had like a Scarface feel with your outfit ringside with your commentating. Was that what you were shooting
It's a
for?
Miami feel. Miami's all about pastel colors. So, not because everybody wears black or dark blue, like really basic, I hate to say this, white guy colors. And so the pastel, sticks out.
That gave me the Tony Montana vibes out there. So I was like, I liked it. But overall, the show, how satisfied were you? A 6-match card at the Cox Pavilion over here in Las Vegas. Very good crowd. And what did you think about it?
Were you there?
No, I was in West Lafayette, Indiana. I was watching it on my iPad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a small venue. What venue is that?
So that's the arena that's right next to the basketball arena where UNLV men's basketball plays
What's
their
it called?
games.
Oh, no wonder the volleyball girls and the basketball girls were they were like in the trainer's room.
Yeah, that's where the women's basketball team, the women's volleyball teams, that's where they play their games. But that's also like during the NBA Summer League, they play games at both arenas, the one next door and at that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it had like 2,000 people. It was sold out. I don't think there were any bad matches. I thought J.D. McDonough, is that how you say it?
Yeah, J.D. McDonough.
I thought J.D. McDonough stood out. He was a star. I thought Dragon Lee finally stood out. He was a star. I didn't think Vikingo gave the type of match that he's used to giving. Dominic is crazy over to the point that after the show was over, since I'm in the commentators table, me, JBL, and Corey are the last ones to leave. There's a lot of Mexicans around me, right? So, they want pictures. And, bro, as the people were filing out, Dominic was already in the dressing room. They were chanting, Dirty Dom, Dirty Dom. And I was like, holy, this guy's over, And then when I was, did you see Raw this week?
No, I haven't watched Raw.
So there's a backstage segment where he's talking and people are chanting that too. But anyways, yeah, I didn't think there were any bad matches. I like Mascarita Sagrada. He did a lot of cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot of controversy going on right now because of Mascarita Sagrada's opponent. Because of Mini Abismo Negro, I'm pretty sure you've seen about him not being the one that has been portraying Mini Abismo Negro as of late, but it was Demus, as we spoke here on the show. And there's the Mini Abismo Negro in Mexico said, hey, it wasn't me. Sad that I wasn't the one out there. And then a promoter from the El Paso area said that it was Mini Mascarita Sagrada that requested it to be Demus and not the one over there. Can you speak on that topic right now?
What promoter?
Manny Pecador Hernandez, 915.
He's a J-bro, and that guy's not even a promoter. Dude, wait a minute. Put the boo on, Dijo.
Who did you just boo?
He's a fanboy masquerading as a promoter. What a dumbass. Huh? Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah,
boo!
boo. Anyways.
I actually used to have him as a Facebook friend, and all the stuff that he posted, I unfriended him. But I saw the report, and they cited him and said that he was the one that said that, oh, it's Mini Mascarita Sagrada that requested Demus and didn't want the original Mini Abismo Negro in the match.
Yeah. Well, he was actually right, but he's got no credibility. He's just a fanboy. Yeah. Think of your biggest Mark fanboy promoter, Disco, and this is him. Anyways, that's actually what happened. Demos is his base. He feels comfortable with him, especially when he did the tijeras from the third to the outside. You know, he doesn't feel comfortable with anybody else, and that's actually what happened. Yeah.
And they had a pretty good match. There was one spot, I was actually listening to the show in Spanish towards the end of the match where Mascarita Sagrada like kind of exited the ring, didn't do nothing, and then came back in the ring. And I was like, I need to listen to the English broadcast to see what Konnan and Corey Graves
remember that. Yeah.
Corey Graves had to say. You guys were confused too. It was like, what did he just do? Right. It was like, did it make sense? You just stay quiet, and then the match ended. It was like, all right, the Técnicos won the match. So overall, it was a fun match. Niño Hamburguesa was supposed to participate in this match. Is there anything?
What was it that somebody said in a mailbox that he wasn't there? Oh, because he was doing.
This was somebody. Somebody in the mail said that he had a problem. That's what he didn't.
Right. If anything, I thought he's got a food problem, huh?
I thought it was because he was eating burgers with Disco.
Maybe.
Kazoo that. But that's a terrible. That would get him suspended as a joke. So
let's kazoo that too. Here's the other thing.
Yeah, Halloween on the Latin Lover podcast said that he's hooked. Yes.
Halloween. Absolutely wrong.
He would be a little bit lighter if he was hooked on that, right?
Right. Right. Believe me, he's not. But he had a visa problem. I'm like, how are we 3 months in and we're having visa issues?
I know. There's especially being WWE. You got the direct connect to the government. You can literally cross over whoever you want if you're WWE with that type of plug that you have right now in the U.S. government. But overall, the Lucha Showcase was a very fun and entertaining match. Next up, Natalya defeated Fabi Apache. Very physical match. I'd be shocked if there's no rematch, but so far now Natalya is the number one contender for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. Natalya, she could be an all-star wherever she wrestles, man.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, to me, they haven't done her right in WWE, and she's still at this age and after all she's been through, very motivated.
Boo!
Pagano and Psycho Clown, they retained their AAA World Tag Team Championships, beat Grayson Waller and Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods ended up having surgery like the day before or 2 days before the match, and he couldn't participate in it. Konnan, obviously the match was okay. It was good. It was above average, but the post show, I don't feel anybody expected the Wyatt Six to be a part of this, and that's right now the magic of AAA being a part of WWE, where it's like expect the unexpected.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. You hit it on the dot. Yeah.
So it's great to have that. And what I was looking forward to. Or how cool was it when like Hunter and Sean were working down the hall and picked up Undertaker, you know? It's like you would never expect that in a AAA show, and now it's possible. Right. And you bring up Taker. I got to ask, how involved is he right now with AAA? Because it seems like it's gone from, I'm going to go and hang out backstage and see, to like he's a really important
No, he's
part
taking
of
this very serious. He's very involved, and he's very cerebral. He knows, just like Hunter and Sean, 3 of the greatest of all time, 3 of the guys that have been in some of the greatest matches, seen some of the greatest angles, been around the greatest minds from McMahon to Patterson to Paul Lee to Michael Hayes. I mean,
and most of the wrestlers are fans of WWE, of all-time wrestling, whatever. How has it been for AAA wrestlers to now like be able to interact with Undertaker? I'm pretty sure at first it's like
they all mark out.
What?
Yeah. And when they take a picture with him, I say very loud, "Mark." And I asked Taker if he heard me, and he goes, "Yeah, I heard you."
Yeah, but it's like at first, I'm pretty sure when they saw him for the first time.
The thing, huh?
I'm pretty sure the first time they saw him in Mexico City, Cuando la Barrera, I think it was, where he showed
nobody
up.
expected him to be there, so everybody was super marking out.
And now it might be like a different experience where it's like, okay, he's part of us.
Yeah, but they still mark out, like they're still not used to it.
So it's
He's the
pretty
man,
cool.
bro.
I mean,
He's the man. He knows.
yeah, exactly. It's like there's figures that even if you're not a huge fan of, that you see them and you're like, holy, you know what, man? This is someone that.
You know Jeremy Borash, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, JB.
He's too, bro. He knows. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I remember one day he started following me on Twitter and I was like, holy crap, why is Jeremy Borash following me? And he listens to
the
shows. So he listens to the show and I was like, hey man, it means the world, right? Lola Vice, Mr. Iguana. I mean, that's the storyline that's following up right now big time in all AAA programming. They beat the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. This one is going to be going on for a while. And like I said, I really expect it to cross the border and be something with NXT because WWE absolutely loves Mr. Iguana. They had the iguanas, Yescas out for sale. Were you able to get one, Konnan?
No, and I asked him for one, and he wasn't able to get me one. So we've got heat over that.
Man, hey, you got to be careful. You can't have heat with Konnan. And I saw a lot of people buying them for the price that we said online, $60, and they weren't complaining about it, man. They love their Yescas.
Yeah, I signed a couple Yescas.
Thor Wagner Jr. or Wagner Tercero, Wagner Third, as he calls himself, defeated Dragon Lee, Ethan Page, JD McDonough. I'll be completely honest. I knew who JD McDonough was. I hadn't seen him wrestle. Holy crap. You brought it up, Konnan. That dude can go. I'm like very interested now in seeing like if there's any other match that he's involved in Mexico. I want to see him wrestle in Mexico because he absolutely stole the show.
And it ain't stole easy. That match, yeah.
It ain't easy doing that in a match with Dragon Lee.
Right.
And he did it.
Him and Dragon Lee were just they had their working shoes on.
And that shows you, right? Whenever you got wrestlers in the WWE ecosystem that probably have the, hey, calm down, don't do too much. When they're outside that environment and they tell them go, they can go.
Right.
It's like if Ricochet was in there and they all of a sudden give him a chance to wrestle in AAA.
Yeah.
You know, they could go crazy. And the main event, your godson, Dominic Mysterio, is the new AAA mega champion. You said it. Hijo del Vikingo didn't give the type of match that we know he can have, but at the same time, now he's kind of heelish. Now he's kind of going to that side. Do you feel that Hijo del Vikingo has what it takes to not do everything he usually does and be that heel in wrestling and in lucha libre?
I don't know. It's a wait and see on that one, but I would have him do all and still be a heel.
Yeah, and that his style is a lot very technical like, right? Where he's just like goes out there and has the fans standing and cheering for him. So I feel it's going to be difficult at first.
Did you see this thing where CM Punk was in the hot tub with Kevin Hart, that Cold Balls or whatever it's called?
Oh, Cold as Balls? No, I haven't seen it. It popped up in my suggestions, but I haven't seen it.
Can you find the transcript to that? Because he says that even though, I like how he breaks kayfabe, but he says, even though Dominic acts like he hates me, because Dominic buries him all the time, you know, he calls Uncle Phil. I'm going to find out if this is true, by the way, every morning, and we talk about life, and I'm his like a part-time mentor, something like that.
He says, actually, somebody that's on the roster.
No.
He said, actually, somebody that's on the roster that I really do like, I'm kind of his mentor, is Dominic Mysterio. Dominic likes to tell everybody that he hates me and we don't like each other, but every morning Dominic starts his day with a phone call to Uncle Phil. That's me. And, you know, we talk about life.
Yeah, and then he also said that out of all the people on the roster, you might find it there, he says Braun Breaker and Dom are the future.
There you go. He did... Joe, you're muted.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was going to say it's 40 seconds if you want to watch it.
A wrestler is poised to become the next great champion.
We have a few on the roster. The problem is, I think personally, I don't like any of them. So
okay.
I think Braun Breaker is an obvious bona fide WrestleMania main event superstar. And actually somebody that's on the roster that I really do like, I'm kind of his mentor, is Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
Dominic likes to tell everybody that he hates me and we don't like each other, but every morning Dominic starts his day with a phone call to Uncle Phil. That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. And, we talk about life.
I'm going to be finding out about that.
Why don't you text him right now? Text him on the validity of the comments that CM Punk made that you guys talk every morning.
That he's Uncle Phil to him. Yeah, and I mean, I don't watch WWE, but I follow Punk, I follow Mysterio on social media, and they always talk trash back and forth. So I'm like, I don't know if it's real, I don't know if it's not, but obviously now it seems like they're just playing to the fans, right? With that, so. But it's awesome, man. I mean, loved seeing Dominic get that kind of love in Las Vegas. But then at the same time, I went to WrestleMania Night 2, and the whole freaking stadium was going nuts over Dominic winning the championship that he has right now. What is it? The Intercontinental, International, whatever it's called?
Intercontinental.
Yeah, the Intercontinental belt. So it's something where it's like, hey, he's a heel, but the fans love him. And the moment that he turns babyface, he's going to be the biggest wrestler, that the most popular guy in the company. So for now, we know what's going to happen next with AAA, because it was just announced that on September 27th, which is this Saturday, 8 p.m. Mexico City time, there's going to be a card at the Gimnasio Olímpico Juan de la Barrera in Mexico City. Dominic Mysterio is going to have his celebration as a new mega champion in AAA. Something very WWE-like, that instead of him being in a match, he's going to have a segment. So we'll be interested in seeing that. Konnan, do you know any particulars when it comes to the celebration of Dominic Mysterio's championship on Saturday?
Do you think if I did, I would tell you?
Hey, maybe, man. That's why I ask, right?
Yeah. Well,
I got to check just in case you slip. But the main event, Dragon Lee versus Hijo del Vikingo versus Grande Americano. Is this going to be Ludwig Kaiser Grande Americano? Because I heard there's like 3 now.
yeah, I'm sure it's going to be him. There's no reason to be anybody else and confuse the people.
Yeah, so what do you make about that? I saw that, I was listening to Wrestle Talk, and they said that on Raw, I think there were 3.
Wait a minute. Who are you referencing? Who are they?
Wrestle Talk is a pretty big YouTube channel from the UK where they like review Raw and talk about the main stories in wrestling. And I'll listen to, it's like 10 minutes a day. And I'll listen to their stories. And they said that there was like 3 Grande Americanos on Raw this week. I was like, what? Why mess with that? I mean, I understand Chad Gable, right?
It was more like a segment. It was more like a video package. Right? They weren't on the show, right, Disco?
Who?
The Grande Americanos. They had a segment, but they didn't.
No, the segment, the vignette. The
that's
package,
what I'm talking about, the vignette.
It's hysterical.
Yeah, they had a video. But they didn't interfere in a match or anything like that.
Okay, so Ludwig Kaiser, he's still the AAA Grande Americano. He's going to be wrestling Dragon Lee.
Right, because he's the one that speaks Spanish. The other guys don't.
He's the one that's super over and kind of involved with Dominic Mysterio too in this storyline. The Campeonato de Parejas, the Tag Team Championship, Psycho Clan and Pagano versus El Mesias and Mecha Wolf. What's up with Dorian Roldan's group? Is it completely done? Is he not?
No, he's still on it.
More?
There might be some additions.
Okay,
yeah.
Because I felt like that's a story that you could still squeeze something out of
100%. Yeah, Mecha and Messias are great workers, so that'll be a better match than usual. Nothing.
Yeah, and Psycho and Pagano, their characteristic is that they're super great workers in the ring too, right?
Right.
A five-star match for Meltzer right here, incoming. Mano a mano, La Parca versus Sansón. Obviously, WWE putting a lot of stock in La Parca. They're liking what he's doing. Somebody that does their style and their look a lot. Dragon Jr. and Niño Hamburguesa, with it being in Mexico City, there won't be an issue with him wrestling there, versus the Tokyo Bad Boys, Nobu-san, Kento, and Takuma. The women's match, Fabio Apache and Flammer, which leads me to believe there might be something that could be happening with the number 1 contender being involved. And this one, man, I feel that if you do a lucha en relevos atómicos de locura one day in the States, Disco could be involved, because look at this cast. Mr. Iguana, La Hiedra, Pimpinela Escarlata, and Mascarita Sagrada versus Mini Abismo Negro, Taurus, Dalis and Lince Dorado. There has to be a spot for Disco in one of these shows, man.
Oh, 100%. And the thing is that we
don't take suggestions, Harry.
Oh no, I'm not saying a suggestion. I'm just saying it would be. It's a good idea for AAA, not for the show, right? For you guys.
Did you see Wagner on NXT go after Ethan Page?
Yes. That was something I was going to bring up next, where he was ringside for Ethan Page's match, and Marcelo Rodriguez, the WWE and Spanish announcer, even threw it out there where there would be a possibility of a match. Championship versus championship match. So Latin American Championship for AAA versus the NXT North American Championship. Is there any validity to that, Konnan?
I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know where he got that, but it would be interesting.
Oh, hell yeah, man. And if
By the way, Juan de la Barrera is already sold out. That's how hot this thing with WWE is. And what's this guy's name? Oh, if you guys haven't seen the Tokyo Bad Boys, check them out. These guys are the real deal.
Yeah, they can go. And we've been talking about them here on the Lucha segment for months about how good they are. I remember the first time that Konnan brought them up, and I was like, all right, I'll watch them. These guys, they're the real deal. And they're not the big, like, kind of Kazuchika Okada kind of Japanese wrestlers. They're like a little bit like more Mexican size, and man, they're very, very fun to watch. By the way, you brought up the sold out for AAA in Mexico City. This is the first show in Mexico where Dominic Mysterio is actually advertised in Mexico City. How much do you feel that it's him helping you guys out with the house? Or is it the product?
Nothing to take away from Dom, but just the whole vibe of WWE AAA is hot. I mean, we've been selling out before him. You know what I'm saying? Even when he wasn't announced. Because people are expecting to see what's going to go on, like the Wyatt Six or Dominic or,
And now, usually you guys, Mexicans, we wait until the last minute to buy tickets, and it's hard to, know and gauge the interest sometimes until the day of or the day before. For you guys to be 3 days out and already have a sold-out house, that shows you how big it is. Just want to bring up 92nd anniversary of CMLL. You had MJF out there versus Místico, a very bloody match. They went for nearly 20 minutes. Místico adapted real well to the style that you have in CMLL, and they gave a really good, fun, entertaining match. And Místico actually,
MJF adapted very well.
Yes, sorry. MJF adapted to the Mexican style.
Yeah, I heard the match is good.
Yeah, it was really good. I suggest people to go check it out. Místico won. We all knew he was going to win. It was title versus mask. Who the heck do you think is going to win that?
All right.
So obviously, and by the way, I found it annoying that in AEW television, they were announcing MJF as the CMLL champion. And it was like, well, he's the light heavyweight champion. That's not their main title that they have out there.
Right,
and
but
it's
people don't know.
But the people that do know, it's like, they watch this.
Right, you insult their intelligence.
Yeah,
Before
you watch
you
this
leave,
in Mexico too.
How was the AEW pay-per-view?
It was fun. It was good. I watched it and I split it in
5 hours was fun? Nothing.
I watched it 2.5 hours and 2.5 hours, and I watched it between Monday and Tuesday. So it's 5 hours.
When a show's
long.
A task to watch, unless it's something like The Sopranos,
Yeah, 5 hours was too long, but fortunately I had followed the storylines. I knew what was going on, so I was invested in all of the matches. I was shocked that MJF took the loss against Mark Briscoe. That was I wasn't expecting that. Same thing with Darby Allin. I feel that he should have beaten Jon Moxley, but at least you got Pac back.
He should not be losing to anybody right now.
100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. And I mean, it sucks. It happened, and now let's see what happened. Later in the show, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, that
I did not.
He put Moxley in a body bag, and he put gas on the body bag and lit it on fire.
Why do they think that body bag is such a big deal? It's so corny.
I agree, man. I agree.
You're not going to kill anybody and throw them in there. You haven't killed anybody after you threw them in there. So it's kind of, I just think, and this is not me bashing them. If AAA was doing something like this, I'd be saying the same thing.
I mean, you have in the past, right? You've criticized AAA big time, so it
they
feels
gave
very
me a lot to
JoJo.
criticize him.
And they tried to just like be like, okay, let's give Darby his shine back by putting Moxley in a body bag and lighting him on fire. It's like, no, dude, you already had a match in the ring.
So he actually lit the thing on fire?
Yeah, and then they had people with the fire extinguishers.
Okay.
Working a little bit better than the AAA ones, but turning them off.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that
so
awesome.
it was fun. It was entertaining, but it was too long. And don't kill me for saying this, but I actually didn't pay for it this time because I had work on Saturday and Sunday.
Let me report this guy.
Harry, I'm going to put an end to this segment. You've surpassed. This used to be the Lucha Libre minute. This is well past a minute.
Yeah, but now it's a Harry Ruiz segment.
Yeah,
so
but we're going to call it the Harry Ruiz minute from now on, so I can be beholden to shut it down after
a whole minute. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.